Hello, welcome to a new video. My name is Monk, and today we're gonna do your December predictions. And I should post this what day? Okay, so I'm filming this on the 27th. So we have exactly hopefully at least 3 days for you guys to watch this video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Um some updates with my life. I have recently resigned from my day job. So now I'm a full-time YouTuber. I mean, I wish kind of not I don't know. I don't really post videos, but yeah. So have resigned. I do have like another job right now, but it is overnight and it is very like the very casual job in terms of the hours. It's very like, oh, like whenever we can put you, we'll put you, or whenever you want to work. It seems very like that. So I'm not like completely unemployed, but after this ends, I think I will be. But maybe this is a blessing. Maybe I'll have this is a sign for me to like have a little bit more time for myself, at least for the meantime. And maybe post more videos. I don't know, guys. Imagine me posting more videos. But regardless, I also painted my nails and yeah, it's a little shabby. Oh, there's also leftover nail polish on my hand because I'm a mess. If you're curious, the color is Essie, and sorry, the brand is Essie, and the color is 954, a cut above. So wow, they have so much nail polish, like 900 colors, crazy. So yes, because at my job I wasn't allowed to like really do my nails. So now that I don't work there anymore, I can do my nails. And I don't know, I just feel like I'm in a new chapter in my life. So I hope you guys can join me. And yeah, we're gonna start your predictions. And once again, if you guys do enjoy the video, feel free to like and subscribe. I also do offer private readings at the time of making this video, so feel free to message me. I don't know if you're interested. I shall see you soon in your pile. Hello. Oh, I forgot the piles. Okay, hello. Well, we'll do it live. So today, oh my god, it's already a mess. Also, my skin is so sensitive now. If I have like one piece of hair touching my face, it's the most itchiest thing. I don't know. I heard this thing where there's like little mites on your face. I'm probably dying. So your piles today, feel free to choose. I have these little postcards from when I visited Banff this year, and they're super cute. So, oh, it's kind of like big though, so it's hard to see. Also, I bought like a little mouse pad, gaming pad. I think it's for like card games, like if you play like Magic the Gathering or whatever. So I bought like a just a blank white canvas, and this is gonna be now my background, only because when I was using like I would use like bandanas and cloths, like they would move around a lot and it was hard for me to like keep straight. So but because this is like flat, there's grip on the bottom because it's basically like a mouse pad, it is easier for me to lay the cards flat. So let me know if you guys like this. I don't like the color in terms of how it's kind of like, it's not like a warm white. I wish it was like more of a cream color, but we're gonna make do with what we have. And who knows, maybe I'll like put like something over. I don't know, guys. Anyways, so here are your piles. If you pick pile number 1, this is gonna be your reading for December. This is a little moose riding a bike, very realistic to Canadian life. Yes, moose riding a bike, pile number 1. Pile number 2 is this beautiful red colored Banff card, very reminiscent of Canadian things, such as the hat, which is a toque. There is a grizzly bear and ski poles and ski lifts. So that's number 2. And then if you pick number 3, then it is a black bear waving the Canadian flag. And it's saying hi. What's going on? So yes, those are your piles. Sorry, I'm trying to fit them into the frame. time. So yeah, those are your piles. Timestamps are listed below, so depending on which pile resonates with you, then feel free to click in your timestamp and I shall see you in your pile. In your pile. I was editing my video from last month and I kept having to like, because I was like, when you edit, you have to like kind of keep going back and forth between like the clip to like sync it up. I'm pretty sure I'm doing it wrong, but and then I kept going back through the part where I said in your pile, and it's like exactly how I say it. And then my boyfriend was like, in your pile, like imitating me, and I'm like, you fucking. Anyways, it's true. Okay, guys, see. Hello, pile number 1. If you have chosen this beautiful moose riding a bicycle in the winter, then this is your what am I doing? December predictions. So let's get going. Let's start with, because of the animal theme, even though one of them doesn't have animal, let's start with our Spirit Animal Wisdom deck. Once again, all the decks I used are going to be linked down below if you are interested in the ones I'm using. Okay, pile number 1. Try not to ruin my nails because I'm the type to like paint my nails and then immediately do something where I would have to like smudge my nails. So let's not do that. There's already glitter all over this, so I'm pretty sure I'm ruining my nails. December. What is your theme for December? Okay, so you have 2 animals. The first one is a penguin. Aww. How winter themed. Like your theme is very winter. So penguin is diamond light activation. Light activations and new energies are coming your way. Be open to receive and welcome them in. Okay, so it seems like your theme of the month so far is like change and new beginnings. So if you feel like you're getting messages or just like an overall like thrill of something new happening and you're kind of excited, then you should be, because it's like, I feel like it's like a bright light coming your way. And right now, the only thing you have to do is kind of be open to receiving it. And it could be scary sometimes when like new things happen in life, like there's like a turn of seasons. But for now, I think just kind of embrace the change, like very like full energy, just kind of diving into it, I think is going to be a theme. Whatever you're diving into. We also have the field mouse. Aw, super cute. Looks like my hamster. Success. Believe in yourself and dare to dream big. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like maybe November might have been a little bit of a turmoil month for you. And now December is coming. You're kind of like reaping the rewards of either working really hard and now you can enjoy the fruits of your labor, or it was just like a difficult month in general and now you're finally turning a new leaf because you have a success card and a new change card. So that is beautiful. Yes. Okay, cool. Wait, I think I can actually zoom out with my... Oh, okay, guys. I'm going to zoom you guys out a little bit. Now that I have a play mat, I have a lot more room to do the reading. Okay. Oh! Is this still focused though? Like, my whole thing is like, I want it to be focused. Whoa, there's so much room. Wow. Amazing. Okay, cool. I hope it's focused. I can't really see, but we'll find out, you know. We'll really find out. Okay, let's now do tarot. So first we do animal, then we'll do tarot. I'm trying to remember the order, so like when I do the other piles, I'm not just completely just like, I think there have been readings where I forgot to pull like a pile. Sorry, I forgot to pull like a deck for one of the piles. Like completely forgot to pull it, and it's unfair. So I feel like I need to remember what I'm doing, because then it's like, how come I didn't get that deck, but they got that deck? Well, no one ever complains, but you know, I just, yeah, just a better workflow. So yes. Also, sorry if I'm like itching my face or my neck constantly. Um, I'm just, yeah, my skin's been super sensitive lately. Like the smallest thing triggers me. Also, I did cut my hair. I forgot to tell you guys, but it is cut because it was getting long, long and long and long, and it was nasty. It was nasty. Okay. Almost said October, so there's that. December predictions, please. Okay, perfect. Ooh, 3 reversals came out. Wow, interesting. So first we have the world in reverse. So I'm gonna hold them upright just so you can kind of like visualize. So with the world reverse, what I'm getting is there is like a completion of a chapter in your life right now. And it doesn't have to be like, I mean, for some of you guys, because this is a major arcana, it could be like a big change in your life in general. So it could be like you ended a relationship, or you found like you left your job, or you graduate school, or something happened where it's kind of like a big change. But for some of you guys, this could also represent something smaller. I want to say for most of you guys, it is a bigger theme just because it's like the world card is like the last card. So I do feel like most of you guys watching, and it's funny because we're nearing the end of the year. So what better time for this to happen? There is like something you're ending and closing the door on, and I feel like because you got it in reverse, there is a little bit of resistance to tie up loose ends before you, I guess, move on from everything. Um and I don't know why, but I'm also getting a resistance to move on, whether it's not getting the closure you wanted, or just something that you're like, "Oh, I'm going to miss this. I'm going to feel like I'm going to regret." Not regret, but it's not like you're leaving and you're completely like, yes, like wiping your hands clean. You're kind of leaving, but there's like maybe like a 10% of thinking what would have happened, what could have happened, is this how I should have done things? And I just want to say that sometimes in life, sorry, my back is killing me. Yeah, sometimes in life you just have back pain, like real. Sometimes in life you, and I'm just speaking from what I've seen and experienced myself, in order to receive newness and to receive new blessings and new opportunities, you do have to close a door. And it's always going to be kind of like bittersweet. I feel like endings or saying goodbye in general is never easy. But when you do it and then you kind of accept it, whatever happens is, to me, it's meant to be. So I try not to, like, even for me, like an example would be like, I just left my job. Like I've been there for almost over 2 years and a half at this point. Like it was almost to the 3 years if I had stayed for a few more months. And a part of me was like really bittersweet because I did enjoy a lot of it, but there was more that was detrimental for me than enjoyment. So closing the door was bittersweet. And like I'm still in the middle, I'm still in purgatory right now. Like I don't really know what's happening like with my career. I don't really have anything secure right now, and I'm just kind of like going with the flow essentially. And but the thing with this is like I've accepted like this is how it is, and I'm ready for something new to come. So I think for some of you guys, you might be going through something similar where you're closing the chapter, but you're kind of like the new chapter is coming, but you're not really ready to turn the page yet, which is why you got it in reverse. Sorry, that is so long-winded. I'm already rambling, okay? It's because I missed you guys, okay? I need to talk longer. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go into your second card, which is also reversed. It was Judgment. So it is Judgment. And this actually ties in perfectly. I actually don't remember what order this card is in the major arcana. But this one is like for me, it's like your soul calling, whatever is like sounding to you. Like you see the horn, he's like blowing the horn. Like, what is the calling for you? Like, what are you gonna answer to? And the reason for me it's like, oh, they're looking above, they're looking the sky, is because they're looking at like their north star or their north node, where you're looking for like what's what's guiding you? Like, what is calling your intuition? What's calling your passion? Sorry, is it not focused? Has it not been focused this whole time? I'm gonna like lose my. Oh my god. I have a thing where like when it's not focused, I can't watch a video. Okay, sorry, I'm oh my god. I'm so triggered. Okay. Intermission, 1 second, guys. Why are you not focusing? Please. Please. I did not pay $1,500 for this phone for it not to focus. Oh, I'm so sad now. Okay. Okay, please, please. Okay, guys, I'm like losing it. Okay, what if I guess I have to just hold it here. No, but that doesn't look good. Okay, you know what? Oh god. Okay. Okay, we'll go back to here and then we'll go back to here and then we'll zoom out. But I feel like that's gonna distract the okay, sorry guys. Sorry, you're always my guinea pig pile, like pile number one. Like you're the pile where I experiment with like everything. Oh, I don't like you. I don't like you. Not you, but like I don't like how it's not focused. Okay, fine. We might have to just as much as I don't like it like this, we might just have to deal with the fact that it is gonna do this to us. So I have to zoom it back. Anyways, back to your reading. Yeah. Yeah, basically whatever the calling is for you, I think you should follow it. And I have a strong sense that like maybe some of you guys want to go back. Like I almost had this I had this dream I think a few days ago where like I had left my job, which I did do, and then I felt guilty about it. So I was like considering on going back, even though like in reality it would never happen because like I'm pretty sure like I've burned a bridge completely with this place. But in my dream it was like there's an opportunity to go back, and I was like, oh, I was like dwelling on the yes or no. So I never made it. I never made a decision in the dream to either go back or stay. But for some of you guys, you might be like, oh, in between, like, should I stay or should I go? I have a strong sense for you guys. It's time to move on. Not saying to like never speak to the people again or never like go back in terms of like blocking everything out, but I would not step backwards in terms of, you know, I feel bad, so I'm gonna go back and try to resolve things. Like I don't think it's the time. Because if you do that, then the new opportunity that's calling you will never be answered. So very much consider that if you're making any decisions. And we do also have the Two of Cups, which to me signifies possibly trouble in paradise. Um for some of you guys, if it is relationship reading, because Two of Cups can be romantic, um there might be a little bit of turmoil in terms of love. There could be a little bit of conflict. Both people are not filling each other's cups. Both cups are empty because it's upside down. The water has been poured. So I would say if it is kind of love for some of you guys, then it's definitely. It could either be like something you did walk away from, which may be the cause of all this change, is like this relationship just didn't work out and I'm going to walk away from it. And in that case, good. If it's not, if you're still with your partner and you do want to work things out, then I would definitely say, like, what's the lack? Because there's definitely something that's lacking on both ends. And, like, what is it? And how do we fill that cup? How do we fill that need for both parties? And if this is nothing to do with love and you're single or you're just like, no, this is definitely not my situation, then I would say it's just about just relationships in your life in general, whether romantic or platonic. How can we work better with others, and how can we fill other people's cup but also make sure that our own cup is filled? So having like our self-sustained but also helping others. And you know, December is usually the month of giving. And giving doesn't always have to mean financial. You don't have to buy people things and stuff, but you know, giving people your ear to listen to, giving people your time and your energy is also valued, if anything more. So yeah, your theme is coming along. Oh, okay, sorry guys. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know why. I think cuz the camera thing kind of like stressed me out. Okay, so guinea pig pile. Oh, did I just shuffle? No, I don't want to shuffle that in. Wait, months of the year. Okay, I don't want months of the year. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay, this one fell out on its own. That's amazing. Okay, I don't even have to shuffle. I don't even got. Oh my god, my nail polish is crumbling on the mouse pad. There's so much glitter everywhere. I just put it on. Okay. So, firecracker. Oh, that's close. Okay. Firecracker. Excitement. Okay, so I feel like your life is about to get more exciting if it isn't already. It's gonna amp up, but I feel like a climax, right? Even though I just said like there's an ending, I feel like something new is gonna like boom, like the Big Bang Theory, like that kind of vibe, like bam, boom, like newness. So whatever that is, I think embrace it, like embrace the surprise, embrace the change, and just embrace the fact that life is unpredictable. But sometimes what we do need is we do very unpredictable. Sometimes what we need in life is just a little bit of spontaneous energy. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking for y'all. And now we're gonna get you a Astro House. So what's gonna be another theme for the month of December? So your theme is marriage. Ooh. Okay, so some of you guys might be getting married. If you are getting married, congrats, or engaged, or just like becoming more committed in a relationship. Oh my god, are you not focusing again? Okay, good. Um so it could be romantic. I also read the marriage card as, and I read it really outside the box because I try to adapt based off situation as well. Marriage could also be a commitment, but a commitment to yourself or just a commitment in general, that something you're gonna dedicate yourself to, regardless of if it's romantic or not. So pretend one of your goals for December is I'm gonna read, and this is so random, but I'm gonna read like a book. I don't know. Do we read anymore? People read, right? So you'll be like, okay, I'm gonna read this book, and every day I'm gonna at least try to read like before bed or whatever you can do. Like that's an example of like a commitment. So I think you're gonna make a commitment to yourself, and fingers crossed you're gonna stick it through. And if you do stick it through, congratulations, because truly consistency is key, and that's something I've been struggling for my whole life. Okay, we're gonna get a love card. I'm feeling one. I'm feeling a love card right now. So your love card is, oh my god, there's bits of plastic everywhere. Okay, your love card is pay attention to red flags. Interesting. Know the warning signs of what an unhealthy connection looks like. Okay, so this could also be for some of you guys your past. So maybe the thing you're moving on from, the thing you close the door on. This could be you might have been in a possibly toxic relationship. If not, you could have been in something that just did not align with your values, and both just did not get along. And it's time to move on from that relationship, and learn from the mistakes. Or if you are maybe in the beginning stages of dating right now and you're kind of like in the honeymoon phase, pay attention to those red flags before it's too late, guys. So don't let red flags, I guess, linger. And it always depends. Like, no one's perfect. Like, everyone has flaws. So technically, we all have red flags. But I would say if it's something that's like a really big deal and it's like kind of a deal breaker, then maybe discuss it with your partner. just, address things. And then obviously the reaction they have is indicative of the red flag. So there's that. And if you want to read this as like a non-romantic card, if you're not dating or you're not interested in dating, then I would say just red flags in general for people. If you feel like you have a bad vibe or people do things in your life and you're kind of like, yeah, that's not really what a friendship is or X, Y, and Z, then maybe you want to like talk to the person or maybe even like limiting your time with people sometimes that drain you. Trust me. Totally get it. Totally get it. So yeah, interesting. Okay, we're still recording, right? I have a fear of like not recording because sometimes I film and I don't press record because I have to press it on like I sync the video after I film. So sometimes either only this is recording, like only the cards are recording, or only my face is recording. It's a nightmare. So it's recording though. So your sacred traveler journey. Wait, what is it called? Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. So right now in your journey, you have the great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. Okay, so another card that is giving full energy, just like time to take the risk, time to jump in, time to make that change. If you've kind of been hesitating on like acting on something that you know you should or want to do, then this is your sign to do it. It's your sign to step forward and really like act on it. And as much as we can plan and as much as we can dwell and think about it and just list all the pros and cons, at the end of the day, we have to take action in order for things to happen in life. So this is definitely a sign to keep going or start if you haven't. Like take the first step. And I know the first step is the hardest, but once you take it, all the other steps just kind of like naturally flow. We also have the vast vistas, expand your horizons. So the first thing I noticed with this visual is that he kind of looks like a little elf and he's sitting on like a box, and to me that's like a present. So December, sometimes it's gift giving, and the gifts that you're giving is to yourself. So this gift is expanding your horizons, opening up that mind, thinking outside the box, like literally, like he's sitting outside the box and he looks like he's pondering, like the visual of this card though. So yeah, thinking outside the box, maybe seeing new ways of doing things, maybe having a different perspective that you didn't have before because you might have had like a closed mindset, but now that you have your open mind, you're seeing things that you haven't seen. So always be open to new changes and new things happening, especially in December. Perfect. Okay, I think this is your last card before we get into the angel numbers. And the card you got is Strength. Don't let weeds and thistles cultivate in your garden. So yes, I do get a sense that this one is kind of relating to like possible toxic relationships or experiences you've had in the past. And now you're kind of beyond that and you're like, no, I'm not going to let this stuff get me down. I'm not going to let this situation define me. And I'm going to be stronger from this experience. And I'm ready for something new. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to become independent. I'm ready to just fight my own battles and not like I'm not going to hold someone's hand to like go through life. I am the manifester of my life, like very magician energy. So I'm picking off little bits of glitter on the most part. I am the manifester. Is that even a word? Manifester of my life, and no one's gonna do it for me. And that's something I've been like harping on my own. Like, no one's gonna save you, okay? So as much as like we have a good support system and like we're lucky to have like hopefully we have good support system, like I hope so, And X, Y, and Z, we have so many, like, hopefully good things happening. At the end of the day, like, we are our best advocator. We are like our best friend, and as much as we are hard on ourselves, we have to love ourselves. And it's the time to know this, and it's time to be like, hey, I'm stuck in this position and I'm moving on, and this is my own choice and I have to do it for myself. So be a little selfish this month. It's okay to look after yourself. You do have, once again, the Two of Cups, which kind of did say, like, maybe after you fill your own cup, help others as well. And that's something, of course, you should always do, is help people. But before you can help anybody else, you have to make sure that you're taken care of. So yes. Let's get your angel numbers. Oh, I forgot the angel oracles again. Like the angel answers. Okay, well, I guess we're not doing that. I don't. Is it okay if I don't do that? Like, I don't mind doing them. I just forgot to pull them for some reason. It's so weird because I did it last month too. I forgot to pull the deck out, and now that I'm settled in my chair and my leg is kind of like numb, I don't really want to stand up. Okay, so your angel number is 989, which is very interesting. I don't think I've ever pulled the mirror. It's like a mirror. 989. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, I think it's like the last page, but my nails are giving me a hard time. Okay, we got it. Devotion. Healing others. The work you've done within is now bringing you down a new path. Oh my gosh, I read that and then I paused. I'm like, what do you mean you're bringing someone down? Bringing you down a new path. Okay, they could have probably wrote that better. Your angels are encouraging you to devote your life to imparting wisdom and healing to others. You are being called to do healing work. Think about how this plays a role in your goals and your dreams. Oh my gosh. So some of you guys are definitely going to be like people that heal, people that make others feel better, whether it's through your words or your actions. And I feel like you guys have been through a lot in life, and it's like with the world card in reverse, it's like you've kind of been through so much that you can kind of tell people your story. You can tell people your wisdom that you've gained, the lessons you've learned. And I feel like, of course, once you got your eggs in a row as much as you can, then it's okay to, help other people. Like, if someone's going through a similar experience you went through, then there's nothing wrong with, giving your 2 cents and be like, listen, girl, I know exactly how you feel. Like, I went through similar experience, and I think this is the best thing you can do, but this is just my opinion. Like, people are probably going to be asking you for advice as well. And when people see people go through like really difficult times in life, they're like so much stronger. And I know it's cliche to say, but like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I feel like that's very true, especially with like wisdom and experience. That's something you cannot buy. It's something you have to go through in order to learn and grow from. So you are going to be helping people with your wisdom and with your experience. So yeah, you might not even know it, but people look up to you. They might be like looking at you and be like, how did you even survive that? And be like, I have no idea. I ain't got an idea, but I'll tell you what I did. So yes. Okay. Sorry guys, my leg is about to cramp out. But yes, that is your reading, pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching. And once again, I do offer private readings if you are interested. And otherwise, big heart for you. I'm doing the millennial heart, okay? Is this the millennial heart? Okay, so what's the new one? The new one is like this. I don't like these hearts. I don't think they're me. Okay, this is me. But yes, I love you, and I shall see you in your next video. Wait, what? In the next video, and have a wonderful December. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you have chosen this beautiful red card from Banff, then this is your December predictions. as I threw up all over the table. Um, I did try to like with pile number one. I tried to like zoom out for the so you can see all the cards. So for an example, I did this, and it was like super cool. I was, oh my god, you can see everything. Oops, you're not supposed to see that. Um, so yeah, you can see like so many things, and then what happened was whenever I tried to like focus the card, so pretend I'm trying to focus on this, even though I press it because I'm using my camera, like my phone to film, it would not focus. And I don't think there's anything I can do about that because it's just like a phone camera. So unfortunately, we're probably gonna just have to, even though I just thought it was so much nicer to see the table, we're gonna have to zoom it in because I can't focus if it's too zoomed out. I think it's like a peripheral thing. Anyways, guys, we're gonna see what your December holds, and we're gonna start off with an animal card for the year. I mean, not for the year, for the month. I mean, the year is ending, right? I can't believe it. The year is ending. Oh, the only prediction I skipped this year was October. Okay, don't be so sad. I did 11 out of 12, so I'm proud of myself. So the honeybee. So this is your theme of the month, which is the honeybee divine feminine. You are being called on to rise. Ooh. So I feel like for your theme, the divine feminine, so you don't have to be like a woman to have that feminine energy, but divine feminine energy to me is like very, it's like beauty. She's beauty, she's grace. What does that thing go? I don't even know. Very beauty pageant vibes, but like without the toxicity. It's just basically elevating yourself. So making sure that you're taken care of, making sure that you value yourself and have that like self-care and self-love happening, and embracing your nurturing energy to me is very divinely feminine. Like embracing the fact that you maybe have healing energy, you're nurturing, you're caring, and like you give like a warmth and safe energy to those around you. So yeah, sorry there's glitter everywhere. My nails are peeling and I just did them. So yeah. Okay. Okay, let's get you some tarot cards to get more information. So you have, oh, interesting. Very interesting. So you have, okay, I will tell you in 1 second, but let's break it down as we do. So Emperor reversed, I think. Okay, that I'm just gonna try to like read it intuitively based off also what I'm looking at. I think there might have been, or like in maybe recent times, or maybe even as the months come, like there was gonna be like conflicting energies with people in your life, and maybe even with yourself, where it's like I'm getting like, oh, it's very strict, it's very rigid, and the expectation is high. I don't know why, but like it, and I'm getting more like work energy, or if you're in school, like school energy, or just like routine. So it's very like strict, routine, rigid, and almost to the point where you're like feeling a little bit like stuck in between. Like you're feeling a little bit trapped and you're like kind of annoyed with it, or even done with it. So usually Emperor in reverse, it's like almost like toxic management. So somebody is so methodical and so disciplined that it's like there's no room for flexibility, and it's either my way or the highway kind of energy. And I will actually read the King of Pentacles too, even though it is the third card. I will read it because it just kind of like gave a visual. So with the King of Pentacles also, like they're kind of to me like very similar. Emperor is like the leader, and then King of Pentacles is a king. But with the King of Pentacles, like he's more financial focused. Like he's more focused on like growth in terms of physical finances or just physical gains in life. And both of these came out in reverse. So I think there's a little bit of like a battle. So the battle could be, for an example for you guys, like, I don't like how structured my workplace is, or my schooling, or even my household is. It's so structured and rigid, but I kind of have to stick to it, because if I don't stick to it, then I feel like I'm going to have a bad outcome. Like, if I don't follow these rules, then I'm going to lose my finances. Like, an example would be like that. And I want to say that for some of you guys, and I'm not going to judge, because, the industry is bad. We're in like a recession right now. You kind of have to kind of stick it out, unfortunately, might be like what I'm seeing. Like, if you're like kind of in like it's going to be busy in December for you guys, like your workload is insane. I am getting the sense to kind of like at least stick it out for this month as much as you can. Of course, if you can't, then do what you think is best for you, like no judgment there. Because you do have the Two of Cups, and I feel like there is a middle ground. Okay, so there's two like very strong energy cards on either side, and then the middle card is like, can we, like, the only thing I'm thinking is like, can we be what's the song? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Okay, ruined the song. Yeah, so there's like, they're kind of butting heads, and then now in the card in the middle, it's kind of like, this is like such a harmonious card. Like, Two of Cups is like, you guys just get it. Like, you just get each other. Like, you don't even have to say anything, and the person gets you. You know what? You know when you just like look at your friend and you're like, girl, I know what you're thinking. Like, that's the vibe, which is so different, right? And I think there could be a middle ground with this situation if you kind of just be a little bit more vulnerable. Like, both people have to be more vulnerable and kind of open up maybe their concerns, and try to speak in a very empathetic and compassionate way. So if there has to be like a conversation, try not to be confrontational, try not to be blaming others, and like, you did this, so that's why it's like this. Like, try to be a little bit more like like understanding as much as you can. um you know but don't like undersell yourself. Like, don't be like, oh, my experience or my opinion doesn't matter, but try to talk to this person to find a middle ground, is what I'm trying to find. Sorry, is what I'm trying to say. Like, find the middle ground. And I feel like things could get better if you use more of, like, once again, the feminine energy to kind of like come at a situation which could be kind of stressful and possibly hostile situations, and just kind of like calming that down with your like calming energy, and just trying to be, okay, guys, let's just talk this out. Like, totally open book right now. So yeah, I think things are gonna get better for you this month. If it has been a little tense, you just have to be mindful of, the saying that's coming to my mind is, it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. So yeah. Okay, you got two themes. Interesting. So marriage is, for some of you guys, this might have been a relationship reading for you, because Two of Cups is possibly romantic. So it could have been like you and your partner have been having issues, but you guys are able to find like a middle ground, and then you get married. Yay. Yeah. So if you guys are getting married, congratulations. If not, then you guys are going to be very committed. And if you're not in a romantic relationship and you're not interested in getting into one, then this could also just talk about like commitment in general. So commitment in general, like committing to your career, your school, your passions, your craft, something committing to yourself with a routine. Whatever that is, I think it's going to be important for you to be consistent. You also have the happiness card, which is amazing. So I think December for you, it might start off a little bit rocky with the conflict in the beginning, but as you go through your month, I do feel like it's gonna be worth it. Once you put the work in. Like, once you put the work in and you really express what you want, then I think things are gonna look up. Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Oh, okay. The order of the cards today I'm pulling is so random, so I have to remember which ones I pulled. So this is your love card. If you are in a relationship, then this one says unbreakable love. This person has genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. So yes, if this is a love reading for some of you guys, then you might have once again gone through like a rocky path with your partner lately, and now it's for you guys like really the testament. Like, can we get through this? And if we can get through this, then we can go through anything. Like that's the saying. I think you guys definitely really care for each other, and at the end of the day, arguments are normal. Like, it's normal to argue in a relationship. So don't feel like just because you went through an argument, then it's over. Like, don't throw in the towel yet. Of course, unless it's toxic, then that's a different story. But if it's not, and you're just having an argument about like, hey, I got all hangry and you didn't pick up my favorite food. Like, sometimes fights are stupid, okay? So we all go through the stupid fight. Is it really worth throwing in a relationship just because he didn't get your favorite hot dog? Depends. If he always does it, then yeah. But like if he only did it once and he forgot or something, then it's totally understandable. If you're single, then this could mean that you meet somebody where you do feel an intense connection, and sometimes when you're getting to know somebody, you don't know their flaws, they don't know your flaws, and sometimes the compatibility is new. So maybe you do something or they do something where you're like, oh my God, like I didn't know you were like that. Um, and you're like, oh, nope, that's not on my checklist. And then sometimes we throw in the towel too early, right? I feel like it's okay to like see the bad parts of people, especially early in a relationship. It's good to see it because once you get into it later, then you don't want to discover something big late because then you're gonna be shocked. So it's good to sometimes see the flaws early on. So kind of like see like is this worth it, and then if it is, then I would say this one is like a good person for you then because it says unbreakable love. So yeah, maybe don't throw in the towel so early if you're just dating. And if you have no interest in dating and this is not about love for you, then um this could also just mean like there's someone in your life who genuinely cares about you on a platonic level, even if it's like family or friends. And you do have a support system through the month of December. And to know that like you're loved, basically. Yeah. So don't, if you feel like sometimes it's like, oh, I don't have anybody. You have people. You have. You just gotta remember it. And sometimes, think about it like this. When was the last time you reached out to somebody in your life without them reaching out to you first? So this is something that I feel like we all need to reflect on. And as we get busier and we get older and life changes and happens, we really need to understand that like although it is harder to like meet up with people, we all have different lives and schedules. It is important to check up on people in your life because I noticed that at least for me, the older I've gotten, friendships do start to dwindle if both parties don't put in the effort. And I'm not telling you to text someone every single day, but like maybe like if you haven't talked to somebody in a while and they're usually the ones who reach out to you, why not reciprocate it and take the first step and initiate that message and initiate that conversation? Like, oh, I've been thinking about you. Have you been? Miss you. Like, it just shows that you care, right? So putting that energy in is also very like feminine and divine energy of like making sure people feel loved. So sometimes in order to feel love, you have to give love. Oh my God, guys. My nose is like freaking out. Okay. So your Sacred Traveler card is Rejuvenating Rain. Clear the past and heal the present. Ooh, I'm also getting very, like, especially with the image of this card, like very Empress vibes. So once again, healing energy, nurturing energy, clear the past, heal the present. So um I feel like there's a lot of emotional work you're going to do in December in order to heal your emotions and balance out your emotions, if especially if you're going through a stressful time. So once again, like, I don't know why I'm getting the sense of it, because so much water energy, it is so like emotional. It might be an emotional month for you as well. But in order to like take maybe negative emotions and turn it into a positive, I would say like something to do might be to like take time out of your day to maybe like meditate, or if you guys swim, like I don't know why I'm getting some people swimming. If you swim and it feels like it calms you down, like swimming is good. Sometimes swimming is not only good for your body, but it's good for your mind. When I swim, sometimes like I never swim, but if I do, um, I just feel like I'm in a different place. It's interesting because it's so different from not swimming. I don't know. So yeah, swimming might be healing for some of you guys, or even for some of you, taking a bath, rejuvenating, healing in the water, just calming. Or if you're lucky enough, going to a hot spring or a spa would be a beautiful idea for December. I mean, have you ever been in like a steam sauna and then like eucalyptus oils or whatever essential oils are steaming? Oh my god, guys. I did it when I was in Banff. Like I went to like a steam sauna thing, and like there was like essential oils, and like it was so hot, and like when I breathed, I could feel the essential oils go into my lungs. It was insane at first, but then when you got used to it, it was really good. And I feel like you sometimes, if you can afford it, or like if you can just do something like that for yourself. Like the self-care is definitely like a theme for this month. I don't know, spas are really nice. Like, who doesn't like a spa? Who doesn't like a spa day? Okay. Um, ooh, yeah, and then resting. Yeah, relax and rest. Slow down. You don't have to solve everything today. So yeah, you might be, I do feel like your month is it starts off a little stressful with those kind of cards, like with the tarot. And your theme of the month is like, how do we handle stress? Like, how do we make sure that we make it out alive and we make it out in one piece? Maybe a little bit of like superficial damage, but nothing too much. Like, we don't lose our whole leg in this. But we have to rest when we have the time. And, you know, resting is not laziness. Sometimes if we don't rest, we burn out. And then we have like poor quality of work. Everything's just bad. So important whenever possible to make time, carve out moments of rest, even if it's just like 30 minutes in a day for yourself. Do that skincare routine if you need to do that skincare routine. Wash your hair. I need to wash my hair. I have the worst cowlick of my life and I need to wash it. So wash your hair, stuff like that. So what is that? Yeah. Taking care of yourself is super important. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's do your angel numbers, and then that should be it for your reading. Number 974. 974. Okay. Forgo. Is this a word? I thought this is like Wells Fargo. Okay. Forgo. Forgo multitasking. Yeah, I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Okay. Forgo multitasking. Take it one thing at a time. Instead of multitasking, your angel suggests that you finish just one thing at a time. Take the task. Sorry. Oh my God. Take the task at hand that is most pressing and focus all your energy only there. When done, then you can transition to the next task. So yeah, and it could be because like December is a busy month for you, that you're like, I have to do everything and I have to do it all now. And you know, once again, the whole burnout thing comes up, the whole quality of work goes down, comes up. Oops. Hello. So yes, and there's like a saying I like learned like I think last year, where someone said like, eat the frog, like eat it first, eat the frog first, because once you eat the frog, everything else becomes easier. So like do the hardest thing first, And then throughout the day, like, of course, you can do other things too, but like, even for me, it's like sometimes I'm like, okay, what's my main thing I have to do today? Like today, my main thing was to film this video. This was my main thing, so I have to do it. So once I film this video and I get it up, then I can feel less guilty about like relaxing, or even sometimes when you start with the biggest thing, everything else is easy. You're like, this is the biggest thing, so once I do everything else, it's like a breeze. Like you're in the mojo, you're in the flow. So do the biggest thing first, get it over with, and then your day is like almost guilt free. So even if you don't finish your to-do list, you have like 5 things you have to do, but like 1 or 2 of them is like really important. Do the first one for sure, and then like maybe you get to the second one, but then the 3, 4, and 5, if you don't even do it or you don't get to it, you don't feel as guilty. Versus if you did only 4 and 5 that aren't that big of a deal, but then you didn't do number 1, then you're gonna be like, I don't even feel good because I didn't do number 1. So that's something that really helps, especially if you're stressed, is like kind of like prioritizing your time. And yeah. Sorry, I don't know what I just. Anyways, yeah, but I hope you guys have a wonderful December. Once again, I do offer private readings at the time of filming this video, so feel free to message me if you're interested. Otherwise, I shall see you in the next video, and I appreciate you guys. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. My last but not least beautiful bear pile. This is gonna be your December predictions. As I ruin my cards. Sorry, everything's like, sometimes pile 3 is my messiest. Okay, this is my observation from filming these videos. Pile 1 is like the experimental, like maybe I didn't press record, maybe the video quality is worse, or like the zooming in is like messing everything up. And then pile 2 is just like usually my most normal pile in terms of the filming has gone right, nothing has fallen down. And then pile 3 is like when things kind of start to get unhinged. It's like my energy levels might be a little dipped. The cards start flying everywhere. I start to burp much more than I usually would. So yeah, that's the description of the piles. But you know what? All piles are good piles. So welcome to the freak show. But yeah, we're going to learn all about your December. And I'm already choking on my words, guys. This is only going to go up from here, right? Sorry, down from here. So yeah, we're going to start with an animal card today for your theme of the month. For your theme of the month, we have the beautiful fox. Shadow work. Oh my gosh, I just realized because I was filming December predictions, I was going to wear like a Santa hat. Okay, well, it's too late. Yes, clearly. Yeah, fox. So shadow work. There are no shadows without light. That is so interesting. Shadow work. Okay, I might actually read this one. I want to get more information because it's very, like, speaking of shadows, ominous. Is it called ominous? Ominous, where it's like, what do you mean? Like, okay, so I don't really know. So the shadow work mean going into like your dark side. You know how like you have like another side of you? Like, I don't know. Let's read it together. Okay. Okay, so shadow work. The fox. Elements are earth and air. There are no shadows without light. The fox is asking you to be brave and walk through the shadows. What is coming up for you right now? Feel into the situation through all layers, emotionally and mentally. Be receptive to all states. He's asking that you increase your awareness. Have the flexibility and openness to move past and confidently around any tricky situations, like the fox would. Faith and courage are needed in yourself and your actions. Crystal companions include black tourmalated quartz, rutilated quartz, and black kyanite. So I feel like a lot of like I could be wrong, so let me know if it's wrong, but from what I kind of know, a lot of black stones and gems are protective and healing. So that is so interesting with the shadows. Increase your awareness. That is so interesting because even after reading this definition, I don't know what we're talking about. I'm like, because to me shadow work is like, or shadow self is very like diving into like the dark side of yourself and like addressing the issues of you, like if you have like like an issue, it doesn't have to be major. It's just like, how do we address like the flaw, like pretend you're a jealous person, like how do we address that, like how do we improve ourselves? Not saying like we're gonna get rid of everything, but like the, no one's perfect, so like, but that's what I'm getting. But I'm also, now that I read that definition, I'm getting the sense that your December is very like mysterious, because I don't, even after reading that, I'm not clear. I'm not clear with what's happening with your pile right now, so let's get more information. But there seems to be like a sense of sneakiness. There's something that like you don't know, not to scare you guys or anything, don't worry, but there's something that's like lurking in the shadows. As I say, don't be worried. There's something lurking in the shadows, and I don't even know, because it's so mysterious. Yeah, okay, let's get you more cards. So, okay, we'll do your tarot. And I know my readings can come off harsh. So I don't want you guys to feel like bad things are happening, because there's always a good in every reading. Like there's no reading I've ever done is like, to be honest, most of them are pretty, to me it's like pretty positive. But sometimes we just need to hear it, you know what I mean? So just because some readings are a little bit more straightforward than others in terms of the message, doesn't mean like it's bad. Okay. So you have your tarot cards. Interesting. So you have the 10 of Cups, but you have it in reverse. So for reverse 10 of Cups, I'm getting the sense that there's a little bit of like, and I said this in one of the groups, like trouble in paradise, but I feel like the trouble in paradise is with your happiness. That sounds kind of extreme, but that's what I'm getting. Because it's like, even the way they drew this card out, it's like lined up like a rainbow, right? Like there's like an archway. You're like, yay, like let's go. But because it's like reverse, it's like, okay, this is gonna sound like I'm like really looking into the card. So when you hold this card upright, right, it's like a rainbow. But if you really look at it, like from far away, it's like curved down like a frown face. But when you reverse it, it's not a rainbow anymore. But instead of it, like, it's not a rainbow, fine. But when you reverse it, it's like a smiley, like it's a smile, which is like happiness, right? But it's interesting because the smile is without face. Because I don't see like an eyes and stuff. So I don't see like a happy face. I just see like almost like a Joker or like the Cheshire Cat smile. Like it's kind of like really wide and grinny. Is it called grinny? Like very like it's like a wide smile that's like almost mischievous, which kind of fits in with the theme of the first card you got with the fox. So there is a continuing theme of like there's a little bit of surprise in the month of December, and there's something that you don't really know that's like bubbling beneath the surface. And I think you're gonna have to like kind of like be very like deep with yourself in the month of December. So like what I mean by that is like you have the Hanged Man, but you have it in reverse. So I think it's really time to think outside the box and think from a different perspective. Because Hanged Man, sorry, it's yeah. So Hanged Man upright is actually like reversed. It's your whole reading is weird because like I'm like, it's you. Because everything like is upside down, but like almost like it's supposed to be. Do you know what I mean? Like upside down is a smile. And then this one, upside down, you standing straight up, but then you're supposed to be like upside down. So it's like it's a lot of confusion. I think your month might be a little confusing because it's not like clear what's happening. Also your hanged man is standing. So it's like what is the clarity we're gaining? So maybe you have to take some time out and just really think about fuck, it's hard. I don't really know what your reading's about. Oh my god, what's happening? I feel like there's something that we're not supposed to know. Like I could pull a card for clarification. But I feel like we're not supposed to know. And it's interesting because it's like, what's the point in doing a tarot reading if I don't get my answers? And I'm like, sometimes we're not supposed to know. We're not supposed to know what's happening next. We're not supposed to know if it's a yes or no. It's just kind of like TBA, sort of TB continued. Like what is next? Dot dot dot. Right? I'm seeing ellipses. I'm seeing ellipses. But I think it is time to like really think like a wide like a macro mindset and like very worldly energy in terms of like maybe in December you're gonna have like deep discussions about life, about like philosophical discussions, and even have like a philosophical mindset with like approaching your life. So not like in a sinister way, but kind of like what is the point? Like I'm just getting very philosophical right now because that's what I'm getting. It's like you don't really know what's happening. Like things are happening beneath you that you don't even know, and then you're kind of like you're kind of just going through it. But I think for you it's more about like what are we doing? like why are we doing this? I don't know. I'm just getting that. Like what's the big picture? But I don't really know. It's so weird. Okay, okay. Let's do the Empress and then we'll get more cards. But wow, your reading has got me tangled up. Tongue tied. But yes, the Empress is usually like a very nurturing energy, motherly energy. But what I'm getting for you guys is more of the intuition side of the Empress. Almost like the High Priestess energy, where you have to kind of be very emotionally in tune with yourself in the month of December. And because we don't really know what's happening, I think your intuition is gonna be like your gut feeling of, I guess, when things happen or making decisions, like you have to kind of trust yourself. Sometimes with the Empress card, it could also represent somebody in your life. So there could be someone in your life who has like a strong feminine energy and you trust and you look up to for guidance. And I think you could try to have like advice from there and they could try to lead you through the way. Um, but yeah, I don't have like a straight answer for your pile. It's interesting. You're like the only pile today where I'm like speechless. I'm like, what's happening? Like what is happening? Okay. Let's do a love card. Maybe we'll get some clarity. Yeah, I don't see clarity. It's interesting. It's there's no clarity in this reading. And I don't usually have readings where I don't know what I don't know anything. Like I just feel like there's a blindfold on us right now. That's so interesting. Be honest. Okay. So for love reading, be honest. Heart to heart conversations are necessary. It is safe for you to talk about your feelings. Okay, so if you are in a relationship with your partner, then I would say maybe the thing that's kind of like underlying and you don't really know what's happening and things are kind of sneaky around because foxes are giving also Seven of Swords energy where it's like things are sneaking around. There could be a little bit of trouble in terms of in your relationship. Is one of you guys like sneaking around? Is one of you guys emotionally, I don't like to say this because I don't think it's like, I think we're like demonizing people, but like some people say, oh, emotionally cheating and stuff like that. Like, anyways, everyone's limit is different. But if it's like, what is the boundary in this relationship, and are we crossing that boundary? So once again, every relationship is different. So what is your boundary within your relationship? And have we been crossing that? So maybe talking to your partner, being honest with them if you feel like, because sometimes I feel like with the fox is also guilt, like kind of holding something in that you knew you shouldn't have done, and you're trying to be sneaky about it. And I'm not saying it's you, it could also be the other person, but something about like let's just like lay it out on the table, okay? Like if it's the time now. Like this now is the best time to do it. So laying it all out there, being straightforward, and just like not letting this like hopefully like destroy a relationship. Like let's address it now. If you are kind of dating but not in a relationship, then I would say like also having that conversation is going to be important. Like if someone has done something that they shouldn't have, like it's time to say it now, right? Like it's time to clear the air. Or if you okay, for instance, if it's something that like it's not like, okay, I don't want to make everything into a big deal. But if it's like small things, like just like catching yourself, like then yeah, like don't do that. Like if you feel like it's wrong, then don't do that. But if you feel like it's too much, then you might have to have this conversation. Yeah, interesting. If you're not dating and you're not interested in a relationship and it's not romantic at all, then I want to read this one as just being honest to people in your life, and like even being honest to yourself, because you did get the hanged man, and hanged man energy is very like introspective. It's very like individualistic almost, and just being honest to yourself, like have I been doing the right thing for just in general, like the right thing for myself, the right thing for the people I love, like what have I been kind of sneaking around, have I been kind of not being the best version of myself, I guess, like what is something that we feeling guilty about, right? So damn, okay, that's kind of interesting. Sorry, I'm picking the glitter off the table, but yeah, wow, I think we're getting a little bit more clarity in the situation. um Did I not get a tea leaf card for one? Oh my god, I can't. My brain. Okay, let's do a tea leaf card for you. I think I didn't. Okay. Okay, so your tea leaf card. Sorry, I'm laughing because I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Okay, so I'm so sorry. Like this reading is everywhere. So the ladder, climbing towards success. Ooh, love that. So finally, a little bit of more clarity. I think this month you are gonna have to go through like an obstacle, and I think that obstacle is either what I'm like. I think you know what it is. If it's come to this point and you don't know what it is, then oh, it's gonna be a surprise. But if you know what I'm talking about in your situation, then I think once you address it and you address the issue and you kind of like resolve the issue, then it's only up from here. So if it is in a relationship and you haven't been the best partner, then once we fix the issue and we address it, or we just change our actions, then I think things are only going to go up from here. You guys are going to have like a more stronger relationship. And if it's not about relationship, it's something that is underlying the like guilty that you are of, or you feel a little bit like uncertain. I think once things kind of open up and be revealed, then it's only going to go up. At first, it might be a shock for some of you guys, like something that's going to happen. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not saying, oh, it's like sometimes it is like tower energy. But I think once things happen, it's almost like a relief. Because sometimes the worst thing is like not knowing, right? So when you're waiting and waiting, you're worrying and you're having that anxiety. But the moment you get the answer, whether it's good or bad, you're just like, I just want to know so I don't have to think and think about what if or all the possibilities. So I think once you get your answer, it's only going to get better regardless of what it is. You're going to be like, now I can deal with it. Now I know, so I can actually address the situation instead of thinking and thinking. And that's also going to lead to happiness, which is your other card. So yeah, like look, so climbing the ladder to success, and then the happiness is at the top in the sky. So yeah, I think even though your reading is vague, once you get your answers, it's only gonna go up. Okay, so that's a good thing. That is good. Yeah. Wow, your reading is like, I do feel like there's a little bit of a guilt in this pile. Whether it's from you or somebody in your life, there is a little bit of a guilt, and I think that will get revealed very soon. If not, it will get addressed or it will be resolved. Faraway places. Get ready for new horizons. Okay, so I think we're gonna go on a journey. So maybe some of you guys are traveling in December, and you are gonna discover new things, and maybe that's the thing that you're not ready for. You're kind of like, I'm not really sure what's happening. Life is a surprise. You turn the corner on the road, and next thing you know, it's like there's like a cliff. Surprise. But yeah, life is about experiences, and traveling is gonna be definitely one of them for some of you guys. If you're not traveling, then it's just talking about, I just feel like it's surprises in general are gonna happen. And you're gonna have a lot of I feel like there is gonna be some self-discovery in the month of December for you guys as my nails fall off. You also have the discovering the truth. Okay, so I feel like did I not just say discovery? Like, okay, discovering the truth. You stand in the light of truth. Okay, so there is something for some of you guys where someone was hiding something or you were hiding something, and it's gonna come to light, or it's gonna be resolved, so it's not really an issue. But if it is a big issue, then it will come to light, and I just know that it is for the better that this gets out now than later, because when it gets out later, it's only gonna get worse. It's gonna fester. So I think things are finally gonna be revealed, and you're gonna be like, thank God we can figure it out now so we don't have to deal with this later. And at first it might be a shock, but it's going to be a blessing in disguise. Because sometimes, once again, you just need to know. Yeah, I'm also like, when I do your reading, I have a little bit of like a gut feeling. Like I feel like a gut punch. And I feel like for some of you guys, like holding something in is causing you to feel guilty, and it's going to definitely be important for you to really release the guilt. Either through your actions, through your words, through your intentions, whatever that is, it's time to release. Like whatever's like not serving you, and you know it's been something that you've been doing that isn't like for you or for other people you love, then it's like a sign to fix the issue. And it's okay. Like, I don't want you to feel guilty if you've done something that you shouldn't have, or someone in your life has done something like that, because we all make mistakes, and life is about human error. Like, sometimes you cannot control, right? Sometimes something happened and that's just how you reacted, and that's it. So don't feel guilty, because we are all kind of just navigating life. So there's that. Bloom is your secret garden card. Bloom and attract more than butterflies. Okay, I don't know why, but like I just got like, for some of you guys, like very like romantic is blooming. So your romance is blooming. It's gonna bloom if not. And butterflies to me is like, so now, okay, so I feel this is the most intuitive reading I've ever done in my life, by the way. So right now it's like the gut feeling thing, but then because it says butterflies, and you know when they say like butterflies in your stomach, it's like a good nervousness versus like a bad nervousness. Like there's a guilt nervousness, and then there's like a excited nervousness. Like I have butterflies in my stomach because I'm so excited. So I think like you are gonna get that more like excited feeling, and it's gonna really excite you and ignite you, and it's gonna attract like growth in your life, whether that's in your whatever this is, job, school, relationship, friendships, personal goals. You are gonna grow and expand. But I think this can only happen once you address like what's eating you up, or like the looming. Address the looming. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's do your angel numbers and then I think we can call it. But yeah, your reading was such a curveball. Like I was like, girl, pile 3, let's go. And then it was like the most complicated thing I've ever read and I'm like, okay. So yeah, your month is definitely full of surprises, guys. There is no lack of that. Okay. 575. Another mirror number. Endless possibilities. Ooh. Concentrate on what is working. Instead of focusing on all the negative things you feel could happen. Okay, hence the anxiety and the like guilt and looming. Instead of focusing on all the negative things you feel could happen, move your attention to positive things. Absolutely nothing happens in life without some good coming out of it. Today, your angels challenge you to find that good, no matter how small it may be. So, yeah, I think you guys may be having anxiety, like, or like, stress about a situation. And then now, we need to really think of the good things that are happening as much as we can. Of course, easier said than done, but sometimes it's like, when something happens that's not the best, it's all we can think about for like a long time. And I think sometimes you have to go through it. Like, you have to heal, you have to be sad, you have to be angry, like everything feel like that. And then the moment that you're ready, now we have to start focusing on there's so many great things out there and we need to enjoy, we need to embrace, and we need to open up. So another thing is like you did get the Hanged Man in reverse, which I also see as like it's time to open up our mind and not be like restricted in that mindset, if that makes sense. Yeah. This is a complicated reading. I feel like I've contradicted myself 10 times in this reading. But yes, guys, I think sorry, one more message before we go. For pile 3, just my advice, if there even was any, is when it happens, it happens. If we need to release, we need to release. Do not hold things in, and either change your actions, change your mindset, or have that conversation. Whatever that is for you, just do it. And then I think that you're going to feel a lot better. Just release. I feel like we shook like a pop bottle with like a Mentos, and we can't open it, and now we're going to die. So if you open that, then you're going to be better. So just like release. Why am I clapping? Release, release, release. Okay. And we'll see. We'll see what happens in December for you. But I hope you have a wonderful month regardless. And I also do offer private readings once again at the time of making this video, so feel free to message me if you're interested. And I shall see you in the next reading. Bye.